Hi, I'm Michael Parisi, the Loving on Purpose life coach. At the end of this week, I'll be hitting 70, a new decade. And so I'm calling this little series Countdown to 70, a new short video each day describing some of the things that I find in myself that I never knew were there when I was younger. So my third day was a wonderful day talking about being singular. My fourth day, I'm talking about being decisive. I never thought of myself as a particularly decisive person. When I was a kid, I was very much influenced by my peers, by my teachers, by authority figures. Basically, my stance back then was being the good boy. How many of you grew up being the good boy or the good girl? You got a lot of positive feedback from adults when you were a good boy or a good girl. Certainly, this was true of my parents and of my teachers. This was the era I grew up in, so that I was not particularly decisive. I waited for them to make the decision to tell me what to do, and then I did it. I was obedient, I was reliable, and I worked hard. The only trouble was I was losing my own ability to be totally myself. Living up to other people's expectations may seem nice when it's happening because you may get some good strokes from it. But in the end, living up to other people's expectations as the primary way of living is sabotaging our own lives. And so I learned to become decisive, first about small things and then about larger things. And eventually, I decided I would just be myself. I would become who I really wanted to be. This was one of the reasons why I left the priesthood after 32 years. I needed to make a decision about where the rest of my life was going. So at the age of 58, I knew I needed a change. And I went blind into an opportunity just to be myself and to live for my life and not for other people's lives. Trying that out was great because it helped me become a life coach. And being a life coach, I now can help others by helping them become decisive about the areas of their lives that are most important. So, what about you? How have you grown in becoming more decisive? How have you allowed your decisions to inform yourself about what's best for you as well as best for others? How has your decisiveness allowed you to become really blossom into the person that you were always meant to be to help change the world for the better? I'd love to hear from you. Tell me more about your becoming more decisive in your life and let me know how your decisions have helped others.